divorce, and mental health. Hey everyone, welcome back to Real Men, Real Minds. Today, we're tackling a topic that hits hard for so many men out there, divorce and its impact on mental health. Did you know that in the United States, at least 41% of first marriages end in divorce? And for those going through it, the toll on mental health can be devastating, especially for men. As a couples counselor and mental health expert with over 15 years of experience, I'm here to share some insights on how divorce affects men's mental health, and more importantly, what you can do about it. This video is designed to inform you, support you, and give you practical tools to face this challenge. Let me start with a shocking statistic. Men who are divorced are 8 times more likely to die by suicide than divorced women. Study on men's mental health. That's an alarming number that highlights the serious mental health risks tied to divorce for men. In fact, a study found that 57% of men who recently went through a divorce showed signs of mild to severe depression, and 44% of them reported suicidal thoughts. These aren't just numbers, they're stories of pain, uncertainty, and struggle. But don't worry, this video isn't just about the problem. We're also bringing you solutions and hope. So stick with me until the end, because by the time we're done, you'll have tools and resources to navigate this tough time, whether it's for you or someone you know. What does the research say? Let's dive into what the research tells us about this. A multinational study published in Acta Psychiatrica Scandinavica found that all 18 mental health disorders they studied are linked to a 20% to 80% higher chance of divorce. Multinational study. The biggest culprits? Specific phobias, major depression, and alcohol abuse. This means mental health doesn't just get affected by divorce, it can also play a role in causing it. Another study from Norway, called the Hunt Study, found that couples where the husband experiences mental distress are more than twice as likely to divorce compared to couples without distress. Hunt Study. And get this, mental distress can predict divorce up to 16 years later. These findings show that the link between mental health and divorce goes both ways. Mental health struggles can lead to divorce, and divorce can make those struggles worse. A more recent study focused on men found that 57% of guys who'd gone through a recent breakup showed signs of mild to severe depression, and 44% of them had suicidal thoughts. Study on men's mental health. That's alarming. It's a clear sign we need to pay more attention to men's mental health during and after divorce. On top of that, research has identified that divorce can trigger intense emotional responses in men, including feelings of failure, loss of identity, and social isolation. These feelings can be especially sharp in cultures that value traditional masculinity, where men might feel pressure to maintain an image of strength and self-reliance, even when they're deeply vulnerable. For example, many men report feeling judged by friends or family if they express sadness or seek help, which can make their sense of loneliness even worse. Why are men more vulnerable? So why might men be hit harder by this? One big reason is how society expects men to handle their emotions. Men are often told to be tough and not show vulnerability, which can lead to bottling up feelings and avoiding help when they need it most. Research backs this up, showing that masculinity norms can both hold men back and push them to seek help, depending on the situation. Study on men's mental health. On top of that, men face unique challenges after divorce. For instance, losing contact with their kids can be devastating. Many divorced dads see their time with their children reduced to weekends or occasional visits, which can leave a deep emotional void. Then there's financial strain, like paying child support or dividing assets, and the feeling of failure for not making the marriage work, all of which ramp up emotional stress. One study pointed out that factors like social isolation, separation from children, and financial tension significantly increase the risk of mental illness and suicide in men. Study on men's mental health. Another key factor: who initiates the divorce? A study found that divorces started by the man or mutually agreed upon tend to have a less severe impact on mental health compared to divorces initiated by the partner. Impact of divorce initiation. This might be because men who don't see the divorce coming feel a bigger sense of loss or betrayal, which can prolong their emotional recovery. But here's the thing: these challenges aren't unbeatable. With the right support and strategies, men can navigate this tough period and come out stronger and more resilient. The hope behind the numbers. Now, these stats are heavy, but there's hope. A study found that while the risk of depression is highest in the first 2 years after a divorce, most people no longer show signs of depression 4 years later. That means, with time and the right support, recovery is absolutely possible. Plus, research shows that men who seek professional help and engage with social support networks have better mental health outcomes after divorce. For example, getting involved in community activities or keeping close friendships can act as a buffer against isolation. This highlights the importance of breaking the stigma around seeking help and fostering a culture where men feel comfortable expressing their emotions and reaching out for support, solutions, and support. If you're going through a divorce, it's crucial to take care of your mental health. Here are some practical steps you can take. Seek professional help. Don't hesitate to reach out to a therapist or counselor. They're trained to help you manage stress, anxiety, and depression. Platforms like BetterHelp offer accessible online therapy, which can be a lifesaver if you're feeling overwhelmed or struggling to leave the house. Connect with others. Join support groups or online communities where you can share your story and learn from others who've been there. Organizations like Charlie Health have resources and communities for people facing mental health challenges. Also, consider talking to trusted friends or family members who can offer emotional support. Even a short conversation with someone who gets it can lighten the load. Practice self-care. Make time for activities that make you feel good, like working out, meditating, or picking up a hobby you love. These can help reduce stress and boost your mental well-being. Even small steps, like setting a daily routine, going for a walk outside, or practicing gratitude, can make a big difference in your mood over time. Break the stigma. Asking for help is a sign of strength, not weakness. So many men have been through this and come out stronger on the other side. By speaking openly about your experiences, you're not only helping yourself, but also helping to normalize the conversation around men's mental health. Communicate effectively. During the divorce process, it's important to keep lines of communication open with your ex, especially if kids are involved. Clear, respectful communication can help reduce conflict and make the transition smoother for everyone. For example, setting clear expectations about custody or finances can prevent misunderstandings that add more stress. Here at Real Men, Real Minds, we're all about creating a space where men can talk openly about mental health and find the resources they need. You're not alone in this, and there's help out there. If you're feeling overwhelmed, consider reaching out to a helpline or mental health professional right away. One small step today can change your tomorrow. Conclusion. To wrap things up, divorce can take a serious toll on men's mental health, increasing the risk of depression, anxiety, and even suicide. But there are steps you can take to protect yourself. Seeking professional help, connecting with others, practicing self-care, and communicating effectively are all key. Remember, you're not alone, and asking for help is a sign of strength. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up subscribe to Real Men, Real Minds, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our content. Got a question, a story, or just want to share your thoughts? Drop it in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, take care of yourself and know that your mental health matters.